Okay, welcome to a new series on this channel. We're naming it What's Blank Up To? And the blank can be a company, it could be a person, it could be anything that might be relevant at the time, and I thought I'd make a video on it. And today we're talking about Very Good Food Company. This is a stock that you might have heard of before, maybe not. A certain individual on YouTube has bought it in the past and talked about it on their channel. And basically, this series is just going to explore current events on different things. So hopefully you at least find this entertaining. So Very Good Food Company. Let's take a look at it today. Didn't really move much throughout the day, but down 29.52% after hours. By the way, very similarly, Tattooed Chef, another company in kind of the same realm, which I plan on also making a video of, because this unfortunately was a stock I owned a few shares of, and I also sold puts on in the past, back when I sold puts on some not so great companies. But I digress. What is Very Good Food Company, you might be asking? It is a plant-based food technology company. It designs, develops, and produces and distributes a variety of plant-based meat and other food alternatives. So that's the 20-second elevator pitch. Who could have talked about this stock in the past, and who could have bought this stock in the past? Well, none other than Financial Education Jeremy. And this is back, and he might still do this, I don't know, back when he used to write these nicely written words on his video. Look at this. It's like a 10th grader went on here and wrote these. I don't know. And at least in this video, he said that it is, and you can maybe barely see it here at the bottom, but he did claim that it is very speculative. And boy, was he right there. And here's Jeremy's spec stock list. One of the checklist items here at the very bottom, another hard to see, easy access to capital. And that's going to be important here. In a second, you'll see why. Right here, he's talking about adding another $40,000 to his current position whenever this was put out. And so he claimed that he'd have close to $100,000 in this particular company. And that's unfortunate for him, because if we look now, signs are pointing that this company's on the brink of bankruptcy. On January 6, 2023, Wagar Capital, who loaned Very Good Food Company some money, in fact, they were requesting their full amount of $8.113 million back in principal and interest. And then on January 16th, the company was placed into receivership. And if you're like me, you don't know what that means. We're going to briefly talk about that. But they say during the receivership, the company will continue to operate and a buyer will be sought for the company on a going concern basis. Good luck finding someone to take this over. And lastly, their CEO resigned, effective upon granting of the receivership order. So what is a receivership? They say in general, a receivership is a process that is put into place to protect a company. A period of receivership may be thought of as a protective umbrella for a troubled company. During this time, a receiver or a trustee steps in to manage the entire company, its assets, and all financial and operating decisions. So basically, they're going to have this middle man, this person, step in and take over the company. And they say receiverships are also used by companies that are in financial distress. They can occur as part of a company's restructuring process when a company makes significant changes to its financial or operational structure, typically while under financial distress, or when a company is heading towards bankruptcy. In this case, I think it's going to be the latter. I highly doubt this company, this is just my opinion, is going to make it through. Just a little backstory. In the last year, this company is down over 90%, very similarly to, I think, also Tattooed Chef, which is in, like I said, same realm. Yeah, very close to Tattooed Chef, down almost 90 as well. And the financials of Very Good Food Company, if we just look at the balance sheet real quickly, we can see the plummeting cash and cash equivalents held by this company. They were last reported to have $707,000 in cash and cash equivalents. And if we look at total current assets, we have $14.1 million. Total current liabilities at $18.59 million. So the liabilities are much higher than the total current assets. And really, this $100,000 must not mean much to Jeremy, because if we look at his latest videos, we have clever titles such as this. Ha ha ha. I highly doubt he's ever going to talk about this company ever again. I'd be surprised if he went on here and talked about his position, just because really he hasn't been doing too hot recently. And yeah, that's a brief little summary of what's going on with the Very Good Food Company. I don't think it's going to make it through this. That's my opinion. Let me know what you think. Yeah, I think enough said about this.